I didn't do the telephone.
Just another minute and we will start. Okay. Okay. Let's start. It's a long song, so let's. Michael, which shirt is this? Yeah, but I cannot see. Ah, okay.
USA.
USA? Ah,
Yes,
okay.
because we're going to win this afternoon.
But you know, not at the end.
And we're gonna beat Hummin once again.
14
Where are they
points.
playing? Where are they playing?
Iran. We're
Iran,
playing in
Iran.
Qatar. We're playing Iran.
Iran.
At that side. Oh my
Evil
God.
empire.
Oh.
They're playing in Qatar.
Okay.
Oh, God.
CNN.
Und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Es ist heint akkurat geworden, 50 Jahr, als sie leben in einem das alte Por. Sie haben so geältert, guckt euch sie, 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Chodź der Seide mit der Babbe seinen kurz und klein, nur der Seide mit der Babbe seinen Molechein. Mit dem spitzigen Bergerle, mit dem Gäuberl sie. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Sie sind heimgegangen bei den Schiel und haben dort gedaven, Tage viel, als Gott hat sie geholfen, wo je viel. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Von der Schiel sind sie heimgegangen gleich, auf dem Tisch ist schon gestanden, lecker Chassach, die einiglich oben gewartet in der Früh. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Der Eulam hat sich bald gesetzt zum Tisch und als man hat neu getrogen, die feierdicke Fisch hat Drosche gehalten, red Herrschale Zwie. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Wieder ist gewesen, Tome da frimmer Jid. Jeden Tag gibt's jeder keinmal nicht mit, der Pfarr helft ihm Gott, ich spät, ich frie. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Wie die Babel gewesen, Tome da Weibel Molechein, der Ziering steht noch, ich sterb, sagt allein. Die Babel hat gegeben, a Schmeich 100. Also jetzt mein Gehuliet bis halb der Nacht. Babel ist auf der Seite, a gutschenke Nacht. Schlaf gesinnt und deck sich zieh. 80 und 70 sie, 80 und 70 sie. Der Seite ist gewesen, schon sehr alt. Ist an Schlossen geworden, bald. Die Babel hat nicht gekonnt, machen die Augen zu. 80 und 70 sie. Sie hat sich der Mann so liegen dick im Bett, wie mir hat ihr Noten verachsen gerät, euer Mufflek ist gewesen und schön. Baboton gehoben drimlen mit Amol. Ihr hollen wel der Zeil ander schmol. Da lammer sich schon beide lassen zerri. 80 Herren, 70 sie. 80 Herren und 70 sie.
Oh, this is something. That's a wonderful picture, Michael. Okay. Let's start with the English. Henrietta, would you like to read the English? Henrietta, you're unmuting?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Mark Markovich Warshawski, 1848 to 1907, played the piano and wrote songs. He toured and performed with Shalom Aleichem. He published a collection called Yiddish Volkslieder in Kiev in 1900, which was published in Odessa, New York, and Buenos Aires. Among his songs were Tyra Malki and Ofen Perpachik. When we last listened to it, Raphael kindly informed us that Bella Shachta Gottesman sang a longer version of Warshawski's original. Navy is this.
Here it is.
Here Theodore Vinkl sings their
Der Seide.
Yedi mit der Bobby. Notice that he sings in a southern dialect. Baba for Baba, Gesind for Gesund, Si for Zu, Ri for Ru, Barechai for Barechu. And when you spoke with him, that's the way he spoke.
Sorry, can you say it again? What was the last sentence, Henrietta?
What?
What was your last sentence?
When you spoke with Theodore Vinkl,
Okay.
that is the way he spoke.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, thanks. Cookie, would you like to start? But unmute yourself, Cookie. You are all muted, so when I call on you, please unmute. Okay, perfect.
Delighted. 80 und 70 ist sie, 80 und 70 ist sie. Sis heint akkurat geworden 50 Jahre, als sie leben in einem das alte Paar. Sie haben sich geältert, cooks euch zu. 80 und 70 ist sie.
Okay. Can you translate?
I think so.
Okay.
70 is he 70 is she and wait, 80 yeah, and 70, yes. No, he's 80 and she's 70. 80 und
Okay.
Zebetzich is, I'll let him do it. Let him do it. I'm pumping. I'm stammering too long. I mean, 80 und 70 is Z. I said that already, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Es ist heint akkurat geworden 50 Jahre. So that's their 50th anniversary.
Mhm.
I see as 11 in einem that they live together nicely. Das alte Paar, this old pair. Sie haben sich geältert, thank you, geältert. They aged together, cooked, ach so, just look at that.
Mhm.
80 and 70. He's 80 and she's 70. I
Good.
must say that today it's not that 80 and 70. That picture was a horror. Today, a 70-year-old woman is still beautiful, and an 80-year-old man is still very virile, right, ladies? Right?
We are always beautiful at whatever age. Okay.
We are much younger. Look at that picture.
You are right, you are
Thank you.
right. I agree with you. I agree with her.
Okay, Nili, can you read the next one? If you cannot translate, Maurice will translate, okay?
Okay, as the Leben in eine...
No. Hier, Chotsch der Seide.
Oh, why you went? Okay. Trotz der Seide mit der Boben Sennen kurz und klein. Nur der Seide mit der Boben Sennen molechen. Mitten spitzigen Bardele mit a Goideler sie.
Goiderl.
80 und 70 ist sie. Okay. Where is the translator, the official translator?
Maurice, please.
Yeah. Okay. Well, although the couple, although the grandma and so on are short and small, but the grandpa, the Zedemit, they're mullachain, they're full of charm. Mitten Spitzigen Berdele, he with his pointy little beard, mit a goidel sie, she with her little goiter, 80 he's 80 and she's 70.
Okay.
And you call it equal rights?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he is beautiful with his bird, but she has a goiter?
Yeah, but she's still beautiful, doesn't matter. Okay, let's move
Really?
on.
Well, maybe he has the goiter and she has the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mullachain.
Okay, equal opportunity. Vera, can you read?
Sie sind heint gegangen, beide in Schiel, und haben dort gedauert Tage viel. Als Gott hat sie geholfen, Baruch Hu, 80 und 70 sie. Maurice, can you translate?
Sure. So today they both went to shul, and they, when they were there, they prayed a lot, indeed, and God helped them. Blessed be He, Baruch He, 80 und 70 sie. He's 80.
Vera, can you read the next one? You read really nice. So read and Maurice will translate. So the next one too.
Okay, turn the page.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Good.
Von der Schiel sind sie heimgegangen gleich. Auf dem Tisch ist schon gestanden lecker Asach. Die Einiglich haben gewahrt schon von der Früh 80 und 70 sie. Maurice?
Okay, so they went straight home from the shul, and I just realized now I probably should have spelled it shul, but he sings it shil, and anyway, die Einiglich haben gewahrt schon. So auf dem Tisch is schon gestanden lekach asach. Lekach is generally honey cake or some other sweet cake. And there's a lot of it already sitting on the table. The Einiglich haben gewartet schon von der Früh. The grandchildren have been waiting for it from early in the morning. 80 und 70 is sie. He's
Good.
80 and she's 70.
Okay. Now, let's move. Judy, can you read?
Sure, I'll try. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Der Eulam hat sich bald gesenkt, gesetzt zum Tisch und als man hat abgetrinken die
Feierdicke.
feierdicke Fisch hat a Dräusche gehalten, Rev Hersteller 2, 80 und 70 sie.
Okay, can you translate it?
Oilim is what? I don't know.
The people, the crowd.
The crowd were soon sitting by their table.
Yes.
And they were drinking.
No, they were bringing.
Oh, they were bringing some kind of fiery fish. I don't know, fiery fish.
Spicy fish.
Spicy fish.
Okay. I don't know the next line. I'm sorry.
Okay,
So a
so-
drush is a sermon or just a speech. Mr. Herschel Tzvi made a speech.
Okay, and then he's
Right.
80 and she's
Uh-huh.
70.
That's it.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Judy.
Thank you.
What is feierdicke fish?
I would think hot
Spicy.
fish, spicy fish.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Oh, spicy. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
fish.
We are now here. Okay, Leah, please.
What, you want me to read?
Yes, I heard your voice. I remember to read. Go. Please,
What are you asking me to read to do? To
Here.
read?
here on the, what's on the screen.
Okay. Wie der Seide in gewesen tamid a früher Jid. Jeden Ton Guts, I guess, is
Mhm.
keine Mal nicht gewähren mit. Therefore, helped him Gott spät, früh, 80 und 70 ist die.
Good. Can you translate?
I'll try.
Okay.
The grandfather, Zayde, he
Mhm.
was always an Orthodox religious Jew. Jeden Ton Guts. Every day he put, what is
No,
it's
not every
Yidden.
day.
Not
Yid.
Yidden, it's Yidden.
Jeden, oh yeah, jeden Ton. Jews put Guts is kein Mal nicht gewähren. He was never tired, but I don't really know what this means. Guts is
Just a moment. So he was never tired to do good things for Jews.
wait a minute. So jeden Ton Guts. Oh, okay. For Jews, he always did good things. Okay. Therefore, helped him. Therefore, God helped him. Spät, früh. What is spät is late, right?
Uh-huh.
So what does it mean?
Means all the time. Spät ifri, late and early. Because he's so pious, God helps him all the time.
The 80s he and 80s he and 70s her.
Right.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Leah.
Okay.
Alvin, will you continue?
Wie die Baba ist gewesen Tamid, a viable, I don't know what that,
Molochain,
what does that mean?
Charm.
full of charm.
Oh, chen, yeah. So the Baba is what was always a woman full of charm. Der Beziehung steht hier noch, it's the Zot allein. I'm sorry, I don't know what a Zierung is.
Jewelry. It's a jewel or an ornament.
It's I don't get that sentence. The ornaments remain. It's
They still look good on her.
Says Zogt allein. Die Baba hat gegeben Schmeichel dazu. The grandmother gave it all a smile. 80 und 70 is he's 80 and she's 70.
Okay, thank you. Steve, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Susan if she doesn't mind. Can you go back to the der Zierung steht ihr noch itzter? Literally, that doesn't mean what you said. So
No,
I'm wondering, I know, but I'm wondering how, like, you know, spät and frei, that makes sense. You know, late and early, that's all the time. How does one derive that meaning from this? Do you have any idea what the etymology is or anything? That particular idiom?
Yeah, Rafael, yeah.
Yeah, in the original, it's not steht, but past, and that works better. Das Zieren passt ihr noch jetzt der. Her jewelry still works for her as past. It fits her now still. And so I don't know, Theodore Vinkl might have changed the word a bit, but the original is a little clearer.
Okay.
Rafael, when we finish this, if you can sing us the verses that you have.
Sure.
Okay, but when we finish it. Morty, yes?
Yes, I just wanted to mention that the third line, the Bobbe hat gegeben Schmeichel dazu, really means that the grandmother answered to the compliment with the smile.
Yeah.
Excuse me, this is Karen. I think Zogt allein means you be the judge.
You be the judge, yes. Yeah.
I want to say something also. In those days, 80 and 70 were quite old. Today, of course, I wouldn't agree, but in those days that was. How do you do raise your hand? I can't find raise your hand on here.
Where it says reactions in the lower part, participants chat, share screen, where it says reactions, if you click on there, you'll see it comes up, you get thumbs up, crying, laughing, and raise hands.
I don't have reactions, but okay, never mind.
Okay, but if you speak, I hear you. So if you cannot do it, just speak, I hear you. Okay, let's move on.
If you can't see reactions, it's probably under the 3 dots.
Wait, I found it. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Hilda, please.
Azoi hat man gehuliet, ja, bis halbe Nacht, ja. Bobele sagt der Seide, gutinche Nacht. Schlaf gesund und deckt sich zu. 80 und 70 sie.
Okay.
And in this way, hat man gehuliet, and this way we celebrated with for a half of the night. Bubbler, I don't know what bubbler is, an endearment.
Granny.
Granny.
Little granny. Said the Zayda, have a good night. Sleep, have a healthy sleep, and cover yourself up. He is 80 and she is 70.
Good. Yeah. Okay, let's move. Okay, Marsha, can you read?
Do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Der Zadie ist geboren schon
gewesen.
sehr alt. Der Zadie ist gewesen sehr alt. Ist angeschlafen geworden alt. Die Bobbe hat nicht gekonnt machen die Augen zu, 80 und 70 sie.
Good.
The grandfather has become very old. He is angeschlagen.
Entschlafen.
Oh, entschlafen. He's sleeping and it's geworden bald. I don't understand what.
He fell asleep right away.
Oh, yeah. When you get old, you fall asleep on a picket fence. The Bobby hot, the grandmother has not she couldn't machen she couldn't close her eyes.
Good. Yeah.
And 80 is he and 70 is she.
Good. Thank you, Marsha. Okay. Anita, can you continue?
Sie hat sich der Mann so lieglich in Bett. Wie man not dem verhassen gerät. Oi, Muffler. Muffler ist gewesen und schön dazu. She was remembering of the time while living while being in bed.
Yeah.
When we may not when they were when she was introduced, he was introduced as a husband, as a groom. Yeah. And he was
a muffler. He was very learned.
Oh, very little. And
no, not little, learned.
Oh, very learned. Oh, is given. He was very learned, and he was good looking too.
Yeah.
Good.
What's that second word on
What
the
is
last
Nutton?
one?
What is
Oil-
Nutton?
What's that?
Norton
word?
is the name. His name was Norton. Nathan.
Nathan. It's Nathan.
Nathan.
Is
That's his name.
Is that still the same as Echet?
Yes, in addition. Right. Right.
Okay.
Euchen.
His name was Nota, not Nathan. Nota.
Nota?
Yeah. And this is the accusative for a name, Nota, Noten. But his name is Nota, and it's usually spelled just Nun Tes In.
Okay.
That could be Nathan. That could be Nathan in English.
No, it wouldn't be. Nathan is really from a different root in Hebrew. Nata is from the root to plant.
Ah.
Okay.
What is that second word?
הוא היה נוטע?
Just a moment. Now, Cookie, what?
What is that second word in the last line?
A muflag?
Yeah.
Someone who is very great in the Torah. Someone who knows the Torah.
And that line above the Fey gives what sound?
F. It's an F sound. It's muffled.
It's an F.
And without that line, wouldn't it still be a Fey?
It can be an F, and without this, it can also be a P.
Okay.
Because it can be F or P, but with this sound, it's only an F. Morty, yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on the explanation that Refoel gave about the name. Nathan in Yiddish would be Nosen, and it would be written with a taf, not with a tet.
Okay.
Nosen.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, guys.
So what is in a tet? Unotea etzim?
It's like Neta. It's like
Neta
Neta.
is the name
Okay?
of a girl, usually.
Yeah, but it can also be.
Okay.
Kopale, yeah, you wanted
Doch,
to say
und ihr wollt sagen, ich habe eine Ko und sie heißt Netta. Und ich weiß, sie do Englisch, was man rief sein Netta Eufrit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Beverly?
We said Nachum for Nathan in Yiddish in my family. Nachum.
No, that's another name.
Nathan.
That's another name.
One.
Well, that's
Different name.
yeah. Well, that's not.
Nosen is within my family. I have many people named Nosen.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Steve.
Okay. The Baba hat angehäuben Drimlin mit amol. Holm, wenn ich euch dar zeilen an anders mol. To lotier zij schoin beide Läusen zu Ru. 80 and 70 is Z. All right, so the grandmother had begun, could that be dreaming?
Doze.
Huh?
Zimlin is to doze off.
Okay. So she began to doze off with right away at a time.
Suddenly.
Suddenly. Her dream was
I will tell you.
Huh?
I will tell you.
Leah, let him fight it.
That Salem is I will tell you an undershmal another time. This is the X-rated part of the song.
I didn't get there yet. Okay. Her dream, that she'll tell us her dream another time. Let us, I don't know what toe means. Toe.
Hello.
Yeah, go on, Steve.
Yeah, toe. I don't know what toe means. Let us.
So let us leave them alone.
All right.
Showing.
Leave them alone. Leave them both alone.
Right.
To sleep or to rest.
Right.
80 and 70 is Z.
Okay, good.
Showing. Now.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the all-time Bobel Zaide, and we saw at the beginning the nowadays probably, or the 60s version of the Bobel Zaide. Okay.
Look how they look now, and what kind of a dream she is.
Okay, guys, before we listen to Theodore Vinkl again, Refoel said that he has other lines. So if we will let him sing his version, we will learn that there are other things as well. So please, Refoel, if you can sing for us.
Would you like, it's hard just to find the extra verses. Let me sing all of them. It's not too long.
Exactly, okay, good.
Es ist heint akkurat geworden, 50 Jahre, sie leben in einem das alte Paar. Sie haben sich geältert, guckt euch sie, 80 und 70 sie. Heißt der Seide mit der Babe seinen kurz und klein, nur der Seide mit der Babe seinen Mollechein. Mit den spitzigen Bärdele, mit den Geuderl sie, 80 und 70 sie. Gott hat sie mit eucheren Covid beglickt. Im Leben haben sie sich keinmal nicht gekriegt. Nur Nottele, nur Babele rufen sie sich zu. 80 und 70 sie. Sie sind heimgegangen, beide in Schill, und haben dort gedauert, Tage viel. Und Gott hat sie geholfen, Borechi. 80 und 70 sie. Von der Schill seien sie heimgegangen gleich, auf den Tisch ist schon gestanden eine leckere Sache, und die Enkel haben gewartet schon von in der Früh, 80 und 70 sie. Der Seide hat sich gewaschen von der silbernen Tasche, aufgegossen hat das Enkel, ich sag euch, a Schatz, Jentele, die schwarz Chenevdicke, hat da die, 80 und 70 sie. Der Eilem hat sich keine Norre gesetzt zum Tisch, und als man hat aufgegessen die feierdicke Fisch, hat der Drosche gesagt, Reb Herschel 2, 80 und 70 sie. Wie der Seide ist gewinnt, haben wir früher jeden Ton Guts is keinmal nicht mit. Der Pfarr helft dem Gott, ich spät, ich frei, 80 und 70 sie. Und wie die Babe ist gewinnt, a Weibele Mollechein, das Zieren passt ihr noch, jetzt sagt allein, die Babe hat getan, a Schmeichel der sie, 80 und 70 sie. Der Allem hat genommen a bissele Wein, und dem Seiden mit dem Baben in Rod a rein. Die Eneklich haben gepläsket sie, 80 und 70 sie. Man hat gesehen, der Allem soll sich nicht frei zu gehen. Der Vetter Lebusch hat sich gelost a Kosak allein. Die Mummesosse ist gegangen a Kegen auf ein Knie, 80 und 70 sie. Also haben sie geholt bis halber Nacht. Babbel, sagt der Seide, a gute Nacht. Schlaft mir gesund und deckt sich gut sie. 80 und 70 sie. Der Seide ist gewesen schon sehr alt. Ist einschlafen geworden bald. Die Baba hat nicht gekannt machen die Augen sie. 80 und 70 sie. Sie hat sich ermahnt, hat da liegendig im Bett, wie man hat der Noten verrachossen gerät, am Mufflig is gewinn und schön der sie, 80 und 70 sie. Die Baba hat dann gehäuben zu dremmeln mit am Ohr, ich wollen will ich euch erzählen, ein ander Schmal, lambe sie beide schon losen zu rie, 80 und 70 sie.
Bravo.
Bravo, thank you.
Bravo,
Thank
bravo.
you.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Besser wie Theodor Bikel.
You sing very nicely.
Very nice.
I shame him dark, aber nicht besser von Theodor Bikel.
Nein.
Okay. Mariv, yeah, Mariv, I see that you raised your hand.
Yeah, I thank you so much for this minute. This one and Often Pripyat must be the only two songs I remember being sung around my house. And I'm getting more and more convinced that my Yiddish is the Southern dialect,
Okay. But thank you, Maurice. Maurice brings the music. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Maurice. I never have seen it before, and now I remember it being sung.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, yeah, another Marsha, yeah.
Marie discovered that when you hit the second box in the share screen, you get these dark boxes. So if you just hit the sound button, not the second button, when you go to share screen, so we won't get an obstruction.
I know, I've got it up, just waiting to start so I can mute everybody.
Okay, guys,
Thank
you want to hear Theodor Bikel again, or we are done?
Again.
Again. Okay, again. Again. No problem.
Mit de Werte, ja?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like his words better than the words you had on the screen. Yeah.
Und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Es ist heint akkurat geworden, 50 Jahr, als sie leben in einem das alte Por. Sie haben so geältert, guckt euch sie, 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Chodź der Seide mit der Babbe seinen kurz und klein, nur der Seide mit der Babbe seinen Mollechein. Mit dem spitzigen Bergerle, mit dem Gäuberl sie, 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Sie sind heimgegangen bei den Schiel und haben dort gedaven, Tage viel, als Gott hat sie geholfen, wo je 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Von der Schiel sind sie heimgegangen gleich, auf dem Tisch ist schon gestanden, lecker Chassach, die einiglich oben gewartet in der Früh. 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Der Eulam hat sich bald gesetzt zum Tisch und als man not nur getrogen, die feierdicke Fisch hat Drosche gehalten, red Herrschale Zwie. 80 und die witzige sie, 80 und die witzige sie. Wieder seid es gewesen, Tome da frimmeriet. Jeden Tag gibt's jeder Kämel nicht mit, der Pfarr helft ihm Gott, ich spät, ich frie. 80 und die witzige sie, 80 und die witzige sie. Wie die Babe gewesen, Tome da Weibel Mollechein, der Ziering steht noch, ich sterb noch allein. Die Babe hat gegeben, a Schmeichel mit sich. Also jetzt mein Gehuliet bis halb der Nacht. Babel ist auf der Seite, a gutschinke Nacht. Schlaf gesinnt und deck sich zieh. 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie. Der Seite ist gewesen, schon sehr alt. Ist an Schlossen geworden, bald. Die Babe hat nicht gekonnt, machen die Augen zu. 80 und 70 sie. Sie hat sich der Mann so liegen dick im Bett, wie mir hat ihr Noten verachlossen gerät. Euer Muffleck ist gewesen und schön sie. Babe hat ungeheuben Drimlen mit Amol. Ihr Cholem will ich euch erzählen, aneinander Schmoll. Da lassen wir sich schon beide lassen zurück. 80 und sie witzige sie, 80 und sie witzige sie.
Okay, that was nice. So let's move on to the story. And before I share the screen, I'll just remind you what we are talking about. It's about a guy who was a soicher of fabrics, and he was kind of well off, and he did all kinds of good deeds for the community, for the city. But one day there was a fire, and it ruined him, everything. He lost everything in the fire. And then the city folk tried to help him, but they couldn't do it for a long time. So they are thinking of giving him, that the rabbi will give him a note that will tell that he is a good guy, and that is lucky, that he's down on his luck, and that he should go around and schnorr, gehen über the Eiser, and schnorren Geld. But the rabbi doesn't want to do it. The rabbi is opposing it. But the city folk are pressing him, and the guy and his wife are coming and crying that they don't have anything, they don't have any parnuse, and they are asking him to give him this piece of paper that he will be able to go over and just beg for his living. So that's where we stopped. We stopped at page 3 that I wrote, 3 at paragraph 12. So I will share it, and I will ask Morty to start reading it. So just a moment. So,
Number 12.
Number 12. ויעמו מאב עליהם.
ויעמו מאב עליהם. En hat sich über sie verbarmt. And he took pity on them. Hat nicht gekannt, aushalten, als der Reb Tzadok in sein Weib sollen vor ihm stehen und weinen. He couldn't stand it to have Reb Tzadok and his wife standing in front of him and crying.
He is the rabbi of the place, of the town.
Yes, he is
Okay.
the rabbi is talking.
Yeah.
Hat das Gsaf untergeschrieben und hat sie euch gesagt. He signed the letter and told them, Hört man, teure Reb Tzadok. Listen, my dear Reb Tzadok. Ich tue euch damit gar kein Teufel. I am not doing you with this any favors. Es ist a viele Emes, as ihr wird machen a volle Geld. It's true that you are going to make a lot of money. Aber noch habe ich nicht gesehen, welcher es hat dem Bettlerbräut versicht, als soll sich der Finn können uppreisen. However, up to now, I have never seen anybody who eats from Betlerai, from going door to door asking for alms, anybody who tasted the bread of alms, that he will be able to get over that, get out of that custom. Ich habe gelesen, als man will mein vertreiben von der Stieb.
Mais.
Als man will Mais vertreiben von der Stieb, soll man haben etliche Mais und man soll sie einsparen in an eisernen Kletter. I read that when you want to get rid of mice from a house, you should catch a few mice and put them in an iron box. In men soll sie so lang losen hingern, bis einer esst auf die andere. And keep them without food so long that they will be very hungry until they will eat up each other. Und dennoch, als men lost weg de letzte, and later, when you let out the last one of the mice, of course, es sie kein andere Sach, no die mice. It will only eat nothing else but other mice. Duselbe is mit de Mensch. The same happens with people. Welcher nur einmal dus Bettelbräut versicht. Anybody who has once tasted food obtained from alms hat wird schon nicht sichen kein andere Parnusse. He will never look for another work work. Es wird ihm nicht schmecken kein Geschäft in der Welt. He will not like any business in the world, nor betteln, only going for alms. Mein Eitze wohl gewähn, besser die schlechte Zeit überzuwarten. My advice would be, it's better to wait until the bad times are over. Mit der Zeit ändert sich alles. With time, everything gets better. Aber was hilft es? But what good is it? Der Reb Tzadok hat den Kraft zugenommen. Reb Tzadok took the letter und hat sich abgesegnet mit der Ruf. He said goodbye to the rabbi und ist in a paar Tage weggefahren. And in a couple of days, he went away.
Okay, thank you, Morty. Susan, can you continue 13? סוזן, ובכל המקומות אשר עבר?
Und in alle Erter, wo is nur gefahren, in all the places he traveled to, und hat gewissen dem Kosev und Rab Schmelken, hat Masef Mammon, and in all the places where the letter of Rab with the letter of Rab Shmelka, he added money, Gawain. He to the fortune.
Me'asef Mammon is to get money. He collected money.
Collected money. Und hat eingenommen groß COVID, and he also received a lot of COVID for that. Denn die Welt hat noch nicht solche gewähnt von Rab Schmelke Azuris ois. Then the world was not ready for Rab Schmelke, that Azuris ois is that you can't read.
No, also Azuris ois is just a letter. The people never saw something that he wrote. They were not.
It's something that you can't read. I looked it up.
Yeah, does this mean he, like, when he came to the town, he would say, I have a letter, but they wouldn't actually be able to read it, most of them.
Yeah, you can't read a thing.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you read the thing? I don't understand. Can someone here explain what?
Yeah, because this gets to be important for the plot later on.
Amina, I sent you an email.
Yeah, I know that you sent me, but
with an explanation of this.
Yes. Maybe you can put some light on it.
Well, I haven't read any further, so I don't know how it'll come out, but it seems to me that it means up to this point, the world had never merited to see even
This has a special entry for that Surus Ois.
Had never merited to see even a single letter of Reb Schmelken.
Yeah, because we can just, take it as it is, Surus Ois, the form of a letter. So
Right.
So it's just, literally.
In other words, they never saw it.
They never saw something like
Yeah,
this.
Not a single letter.
He would come to the town and he would say, I have a letter from the blah, blah, blah. And they would take him at his word that he was, that's what I got out of it.
Right.
Okay, Susan, go on.
Min hot der Reb Tzadik vergettert. They idolized Reb Tzadik. Min hot eingeladen. Everybody invited him. Und me hot gegeben Nedoves zu 30 und 40 $. And they gave him charity up to $30 or $40.
Just a moment, Susan, just a moment. Morty, you wanted to ask something or to add something?
No, just to go back to Tzures Ois.
Yeah.
My understanding is, and somebody may have mentioned it before, that I understand it as nobody having ever heard or seen a letter from Reb Melkis asking for somebody to be given alms.
Yeah.
Sarot ot means, a word or a letter of problems. So that's my understanding. That was it.
Okay, thanks. So Susan, go on.
Es hat nicht gedauert ein Jahr. A year went by und hat schon zusammengeklebt an Erich von $2,000. A year went by and he had saved up, he had gotten together about $2,000 und hat schon bedeutet, sich umzukehren heim. And he had the idea that he was going to return home. Nur weil ist gewesen von Nickelsburg, weit schon an Erich von 150 miles, but since he was about 150 miles far away from Nickelsburg, is bei ihm geblieben, als soll machen sein Zurückweg durch andere Mekoimes. So he decided to make his road back through other places. Kedei soll kennen zurückfuhrende Gur und das neue Geld machen. And so on the way back, he can make new money. Und hat Taka so getun, and that's what he did. Hat zurückfuhrendig gemacht, genau so viel Geld wie herfuhrendig. On his way back, he made as much money as he made on the way there. Und hat bei sich gedenkt, als wird kommen heim, wird machen a guten Geschäft. And he thought that when he came back home, he would make a good business und wird dem Rov weisen. And he would, the Mir Hashem, show the rabbi as es kann werden a solcher euch von a Mensch was hat schon gebettelt, that you can make a tradesman from a person who previously went begging.
Okay, thank you. So he will show the rabbi that he is not correct. That's what he means. Thank you, Susan. Karen, please, 14. ויהי בהיותו בדרך.
Und es war, als ist gewesen in Weg an Erich von 50 Meilen von der Heim. And it happened that on the way approximately 50 miles from his home, hat sich angetroffen in a kretschmer. He met in in a tavern, in an inn, mit Baal
Darsher.
Darsher. He met a preacher, an itinerant preacher. Dieser Mann war viel klüger wie früher. This man was, I think this means that he was smarter than he was pious.
Yes, yes.
Hat schon, more clever than he was pious.
Yeah.
Hat schon von dem Reb Tzaddik und sein Ksav gehört. He had heard about Reb Tzaddik and his document. Und hat ihm sehr mekane gewen, and he was very envious of him. Nor jetzt, wie hat sich da mit ihm voneinander redt, and now, as he was beginning to talk with him, und der Reb Tzaddik hat ihm erzählt, and Reb Tzaddik spoke to him, as fort zurück aheim mit a Sachgeld, that he was going back home with a lot of money, hat zu ihm gesagt der Baal Darsher. The preacher said to Reb Tzaddik, as es is ja so, verkauf mir dem Ksav. As that is so, sell me the document. Ich geb euch für ihm 100 Dukaten und fort euch le Sholem ahem. I will give you for the document 100 ducats, and you go home in peace. Was art euch? What do you care? Ich will mir fahren mit dem Ksav in andere Länder. I will go with the document to other lands. Und will etwas für sich euch versorgen, and I will provide something for myself. Ihr mögt sicher sein, you may be sure, as keiner wird von dem Handel nicht wissen, that nobody will know about this business. Und oder is noch...
No, you skipped the line.
Sorry. Und vor dem Rov sollt ihr sagen, and you can say to the rabbi, as ihr hat dem Ksav verloren, and you can tell the rabbi that you lost the document, oder is noch bei euch, or that you still have it.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Rafael?
Sure.
Darshan?
Yeah,
But,
I don't know if you meant.
Didn't it has a name on the ktav? So how can you give it to him?
It probably doesn't have a name.
Akasha Famaisa.
This is me. Okay.
I don't know if you mentioned last time, but Shmuel Shmelka Horvitz from Nicholasburg actually existed. I don't know about Reb Tzaddik, but the Shmelka is a real person. Okay.
Yeah. We didn't. Yeah, I read only last night. I read that he really existed. Yeah. So, and he was considered a very important rabbi and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. Vayatoivu divrei hadorshan. Und seinen gefallen die Rede von dem Darshan. And the words of the Darshan pleased dem Reb Tzaddik, Mr. Tzaddik. Und hat ihm verkauft dem Ksav, and he sold him the Ksav for $400, for $400. I guess that's 100 ducats. A Talar is a Dutch or a German or Austro-Hungarian coin. Und der Baldarscher hat noch dazu gemacht a scharfe Suda. And the Baldarscher, the preacher, also threw a big feast. It's a scharfe, I don't know how, a sharp feast? Anyway. Sie haben gegessen und haben getrunken und seien beide fröhlich gewesen. They ate, they drank, and they were pretty happy. Und auf morgen seien sie sich voneinander gefahren, and in the morning they departed separate ways. Der Reb Tzadok ist gefahren nach heim, Reb Tzadok traveled home, und der Baldarscher hat verreist in Amsterdam. And the Baldarscher, he traveled to Amsterdam mit dem Ksav, with the document, und hat dort gemacht gar die Geld. And he really made a lot of money there. Und von dorten ist weg in London, and from there he went on to London. Und von London ist gefahren in Frankreich, and from there to France. Und wo ist nur gekommen, and wherever he came, hat Me'asef gewen 10-mal mehr. He collected 10 times more than Reb Tzadok. Then, that's kind of Germanic, then is gewen a bettler von sein Jugend, because he had been a beggar from childhood on.
He had experience.
That's right, he was an experienced beggar. Und hat verstanden dem Kunst, and he understood the art, wie sich bei jedem gefällig zu machen, to make himself pleasant to anybody. Amol mit Chenifa, and amol mit der Yiras Shamayim Penimal. Sometimes by buttering them up, and sometimes with his face, his God-fearing face. Ubefrat sind, and especially now, wie hat da gehabt dem Ksav von dem Rav, Reb Shmelke, especially now, since he had the Ksav of the rabbi, Reb Shmelke Nikolsburger. Euch is gewen sehr a schöner Darshan. He was also a pretty good darshan, a preacher. Und a guter Mochiach, and a good, now Mochiach, I'm not sure how to translate that. Can someone help for Mochiach?
Somebody who's proofs. He proves.
No, but it's not here. It's not here. It's
He
kind
was
of
a good talker. He was a good speaker.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if I've got that. Mochiach, a preacher, yeah, who concentrates on reproach. Okay. A fire and brimstone fella. Hat sich parimt. He prided himself. As der Chassid, Reb Shmelke, hat ihm geschickt die Welt a bissel friemer zu machen. That Reb Shmelke had sent him in order to make the world a little bit more pious. Und round and about, wo is nur gekommen, wherever he came, hat sich gelost rufen Reb Tzadok, der Mochiach von Nikolsburg. He would call Reb Tzadok, it should be Reb Shmelke, I don't know, he used to call Reb Tzadok the preacher of Nikolsburg.
No, just a moment, Refoil. I think that answers the question that Nili is, because hat sich gelost rufen Reb Tzadok. Reb Tzadok is the one that the letter was given to him. So maybe it was written there that is, and because he's saying that he is Reb Tzadok, he's pretending to be Reb Tzadok.
That could be, yeah.
He's pretending to be Reb Tzadok, so probably on the letter it was written.
I see.
No name.
Yeah,
No
right.
name.
Now let me retranslate that sentence. Hat sich gelost rufen Reb Tzadok. He let himself be called Reb Tzadok. From Nikolsburg, the preacher of Nikolsburg.
Yeah. Okay. So now we got it. Okay.
Yeah. Und hat in a Zeit von a Jahr, and through the duration of a year, it's zwei zusammen gemacht.
Von a Jahr zwei.
Oh, thank you. Von a Jahr zwei. In the time of 2 years, hat zusammen gemacht a toller 5,000. He made 5,000 toller. Aber hat nicht solche gewähnt, but he did not merit, as soll von sei a Hanoah haben. He didn't merit to get any pleasure from them, from the money. Then, wie ist gekommen in a klein Städtel in Frankreich, because when he came to a small Städtel in France, was man ruft sie Namur, by the name of Namur, or most likely Namur, is dort plötzlich sehr krank geworden. He suddenly fell ill und is in demselben Tag gestorben, unvida. And he died that same day without vida. That's the confessional of a dying person. Then hat sich gar nicht gericht darauf, because he had never thought this would happen. Die bissel Jiden, was haben dort gewohnt, the few Jews who were living there, haben sich herum im Misasek gewähnt, wie es ist der Minig Yisrael. The few Jews who lived there, they dealt with him as the custom of Israel is. That is, they prepared him for burial. Der Rav von dem Städtel hat den Maspid gesehen. The rabbi of the little town gave the eulogy. Und nach der Gwura, and after burial, hat der Rav mit dem Präsident von dem Mokum übergesehen, was es ist von ihm geblieben. The rabbi and the president of the place, they looked over whatever was left over of his goods. Wenn sie haben übergesehen seine Ksavim, when they looked at his documents, haben sie gefunden dem Ksav von Nickelsburger Rav. They found the Nickelsburger rabbi's document. Haben sie von ihm gesehen, als man ruft ihm Reb Tzadok, Bar Avraham von Nickelsburg. They discovered that his name was Reb Tzadok, the son of Abraham from Nickelsburg.
Okay, thank you. Any question, any comments before we move on?
That's hilarious.
See, this is where it gets very interesting, because were they actually reading the document or not? It turns out they must have been actually now reading the document and finding out that and seeing that his name is given as such, even though he's another person.
Yeah, but they don't know, the people in France, they don't know that he is another person.
Right. They only know from the document. So
yeah, they only know from the document.
So now it's going to get real interesting. How does this get figured out?
Exactly. Now it's going to get really interesting.
Are they
It's a mistaken identity.
Yeah.
Are they burying
Cookie and Rochale. Cookie.
Are they burying a guy here?
No, he's Jewish.
Oh,
he's Jewish.
Oh, I thought they were burying the priest. Oh, I see.
No, he's a
Jewish. Yeah, this came up. No. They had these itinerant preachers that went around from town to town giving little speeches and stuff.
Exactly.
That's what this guy is.
Okay. Yeah, but he's a Jewish preacher, a Jewish man. Okay, Rochale.
Ich habe nur gewollt sagen, Guy of the Weg von Nili, sein ein bisschen a Sherlock Holmes. Interessant, als es nicht gewesen kein Schum ID. Geschrieben Zettel Gurnisch in die Zeiten Menschen gegangen und Gurnisch mit ihm, wie so gekein Geist. Ist ein Rieder verschiedene Länder.
ID. At that time, they didn't have ID and no picture.
They should
have. So they didn't know who is that.
Nicht wegen ein Bild.
Eine, noch ein andere. Rochale.
Es darf sein, Nili, באמת, נו.
בסדר, אוקיי.
Ich muss erklären, ein Mensch ist geboren, es darf sein, etwas, ein Zertifikat, spezielles begeht ein Riberländer. Ich weiß nicht, von dem ich frage, in welcher Tkufe redet man, als ein Mensch kann gehen ein Riberländer und kein ID in der einzige Dokument ist das
Passport.
Rochale, that was the EU before the EU existed.
Exactly. היה לפני שהמציאו את ה-ID.
Yeah, there was no, I think people could move around quite freely at the time. Morty.
Ja, ich wollte gewollt sagen, als in der Literatur, in der jiddische Literatur, sieht man allemal, als jeden umgegangen wird, die Grenitz. Und sie gaben in der Grenitz, und nicht gedacht, oben kein Passport, kein Pass, gar nicht.
Ja.
Was ist Grenitz?
Grenitz ist Gvul.
Okay.
Also Border.
the
Entschuldig
border.
mir, als der Mensch gehen wird die Grenze, du sagst, macht etwas, was ist unlegal, und geht darüber Dokumenten, das passiert da viele Heint, ja, mit ihm in der Welt. Das ist, das weiß daraus, als öfter du ja etwas, was ich frage.
Mariv?
From what I've read of other old stories from this time, Jews would travel and then they would come to a town and they would watch for Jews walking by and watch which direction they were going and then follow them to the Jewish section of town where they would find food and drink and people to talk to and people to bargain with and, make business with and all that. That's
Why
how
didn't
it
they
worked.
use Google Maps?
Okay, Rochale, also, it's possible that, this is for...
Wait a minute, Maurice.
Because
You
it's
can
a
find-
work of...
If I put in Jew in the Google Maps, I'll find Jews.
No, you put in Delhi.
Delhi. Now you're talking. I don't need Jews. I just need the deli.
Adeli. But yeah, Rochale, maybe also because, it's a piece of fiction. So maybe the writer just doesn't bother, with all the technicalities and legalities because he wants to show a point. And
Yeah,
so
that's exactly what I was thinking about because
so
I
he
think
wants to
people
show
did
a
have
point.
some document,
Yeah.
not always, but a lot of time, depending where, at least their birth and their death was written somewhere. I don't know, I started thinking about it. Did they had anything or nothing at all? I'm not sure.
But I'm
I
reading
can
now.
I can tell you that my father, in his little town in Czechoslovakia, there were no official records. People kept records, and doctors would sign a document or something like that. Like I told the story that my father was born on February 29th, and the doctor felt sorry for him, so he said he was born on March 1st because he didn't want my father to only have one birthday every 4 years. You couldn't do that in the United States, and all there was a piece of paper that had his name on it, signed by a doctor, saying that he was born on March 1st.
The other thing is that there are a lot of midwives who didn't register the births on time. So when they got to the place where they had to record it, people's birthdays were really all mixed up.
Of course.
Okay,
nobody
but
cared.
that's an interesting point. Thanks, Rochale. Naomi, will you continue 16? וימהרו ויכתבו?
Okay. Und sie eilen und schreiben zu dem Reb Schmelten und haben ihm euch abgeschickt dem Xav. And they hurried, and they hurried and they wrote to Reb Schmelken and also sent him the document or the letter. Sie haben Modia given als der Reb Zadok, Zadok ist bei sie gestorben und hat gelassen a Kapital von a toller 5.000 Chutz, Kleider und a guten Säger. They were Modia given is to be thankful or something?
No, they told him.
Oh, they told him. Oh, okay.
Oh,
they informed him. Okay. They informed him that Reb Tzadok passed away, and he left a capital of 5,000 dollar or whatever the currency. Chutz, Kleider und a guten Säger. Oh, that's like a rhyme. But not Chutz is not.
No.
In addition.
Oh, in addition. Why am I thinking of a Chutz? No, okay. In addition, I guess a tire and a good watch.
And a good watch, yeah.
Bechein sollen kommen seine Yorshim und sollen es aufnehmen. Bechein, and so it will be. his descendants or heirs will receive will come and take it.
And take it. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Michael, will you continue?
Okay, I'll let you say the.
ויהי כבוא המכתב אל עיר ניקולסבורג.
Okay. Und es war als der Brief ist gekommen, kein Nikolsburg zu dem Rav. So everything came when the war als.
Yeah. When
So
when the letter came.
How would you say war als? Es war als. I guess when the letter arrived.
Yeah, it's
when the letter arrived.
When then the als is like V in Yiddish.
V.
Oh, okay.
Es ist gewesen, wie der Brief.
Okay, so that's when the letter arrived in Nikolsburg to the rabbi. Hat geschickt nach dem Reb Tzadok's Weib und hat ihr angesagt, als ihr Mann ist gestorben in dem Städtel Nomer. Okay, let's back up. So the letter arrived to the rabbi. They had sent to Reb Tzadok's wife and let her know that her husband had died in the village of Nomer, was in Frankreich, which is in France, und hat übergelost a großen Kapital, and he left behind a great sum of money. Vechen soll sie gor ken Shies machen und soll hinfahren mit ihr einzigen Sohn, a Bucher von 16 Jahren, abzunehmen die Jerusha. So this was so that she what is Shias?
Kein Shias, without any delay.
Okay, so that she should travel without any delay with her only son, who was a young man who was 16 or 17, 16 years old, to go and get their inheritance.
Okay, since we have only something like 3 minutes left, I think we would stop here and continue next time at 18. So
is her husband now back in the town, the real guy?
Well, the real guy is still on his way.
It's still on his way. Okay.
The real guy is still on his way.
Mistaken identity.
Yeah, so he's still on his way going back to the town. So just any comments, any questions?
Yeah,
I just want to say, no.
Just a moment. Rafael, you wrote something in the chat. What is it about?
Oh, those are Wikipedia articles about the little town of Nemur and about the Schmelk of Nikolsburg. These are just Wikipedia articles.
Okay, thank you. Okay, because I just saw it.
This is in suspense of Yiddish.
Okay, so someone was wanting to say, yeah, Cookie.
There was a word in the paragraph before that I thought was also Hebrew, Modia.
Yeah, that's Hebrew.
Yeah, wasn't that a Hebrew word that was used in Yiddish? Modia, you said it differently and you...
It's Hebrew and you can use it in Yiddish, but the story uses a lot of Hebrew and German as well. So it's part of the story, yeah.
I recognize the Modea, that one
Modia, yeah.
And Yiddish is written in Hebrew letter, but it sounds like from German language. So it's all
Okay.
the same mixture.
Okay, we are not going into it because Maurice will get.
Why? Why you don't go into it?
That's a joke, Neil. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay, I want to hear the
We'll put you
joke.
and Maurice in a separate room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ja, Rochale.
Okay, da war ich getroffen, der Wort, was ich gefragt, keep in suspend, halten ungespannt. So, wir bleiben ungespannt, bis die kommende Woche. Euch hätte ich meint, das ist interessant, das echt gleich das, ziehen bei den Schumme, so der meiste zieht bei den Schumme.
Ja.
Euch ziehen die Atmos bei, das heißt die Beiner.
The Beiner.
There is a solution to this. Just read it to the end. That's it.
Nein,
You
so
will
bleiben
know-
etwas zu sein, ein bisschen ungespannt, das ist die Woche
Ja.
schon vergessen.
Ungespannt, ja.
But
Okay.
you forget me now. We are Jewish people. We want to know now. We don't want to wait till the end.
You get 2 Jewish people, you get 3 opinions.
Exactly.
Mina,
Yes, yes.
is there a place maybe saying an English translation to
No, I
this
couldn't
story?
find it. No, I couldn't find. I don't think it was much translated. I couldn't find a translation. So
Okay.
Cookie?
There was also a word, achitz dem. Achitz dem to me meant besides that. And you said in addition to.
Because it was achutz.
Achutz is different.
Achutz. In addition to.
In
It
addition
was
to.
it was achutz.
But
Yeah.
does it also mean achitz dem means like
Yes.
besides that?
Yes, yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the different pronunciation.
Yes.
Achitz
Yeah,
and
it's
achutz.
different.
Achitz, I would say achitz tein,
Yeah.
but Mina would say achutz.
Achutz. Because I read all the Hebrew, I read as Hebrew, not as Yiddish. That's a problem, you know. I see an Hebrew word, I pronounce it the way I pronounce it in Hebrew, not the way I
But
I do the same in English, you know.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, of course.
All right, it has to do with dates. My mother was born in Bialystok, Poland, and she was born on Purim, so it was always Purim, which is, all right, when she moved to Israel, it was Purim, and so it was always Purim. But she came to the United States and nobody knew what Purim was, so we picked a date and it was April 15th. So we always celebrated Purim and then April 15th, that even if it was Pesach, it didn't matter. But then a few years ago, I took my mother to Bialystok so she can see the city where she was born, and she was there till she was 8 years old. We went to City Hall to see if there was any information about the family, and we found that her date was Christmas. And we tried to figure out how that ever happened. And we were told that in those days, it took forever to register things. So whenever they got the information, it was Christmas. So now she has 3 birthdays.
Okay, but Leah, April
Yes.
15, it's tax day. That's another thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was totally different. It was
Okay, you
Pesach.
didn't got, no. I say that's okay. It's a joke. It's a
Ryan
joke.
Toving.
Oh, it's
That's a great story.
Yeah, that's a really nice story. Yeah. Any other comments or
Yeah,
questions?
I want to ask you something. These 2 sentences, "Vayehi kevo hamichtav," when the letter came, and then it says "Vayiten la michtav," and he gave her the letter. Why is it in Hebrew? I don't understand it. I mean, I would think that people that know Yiddish, half of them wouldn't even understand it.
Leah, that's the style of the story. That's the style. Every paragraph, it starts with an Hebrew sentence, very like from like a Talmudic or a biblical, that's the style. And then it translates the same sentence into Yiddish.
All right,
Then it
so to
follows
me,
into the Yiddish.
it means that whoever wrote it knew Hebrew, because the Hebrew is excellent Hebrew.
Yeah, yes, you are right. Beverly and then Morty. Beverly?
Well, I think they had papers because, and I can't remember, a very famous Jewish learned person said how they bought, how they sold the papers to avoid being in the army.
That's
You know
also,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, that's
And
also
I have
true.
to think of his
Can
name.
you repeat it?
That's also true, Beverly. Yeah.
They did have paper. Well, I don't know. At certain time, they did have papers because that's how they knew who to go into the army. And this family, the name was a non-Jewish name because they sold their Jewish papers to a non-Jew, who then went it so that they could have, or they bought the other papers. I have to figure this out.
Okay.
So that they could avoid being in the army.
Okay, and then you will tell us, Morty?
No, nothing. It's already mentioned.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, guys, so we are done for this week. Have a wonderful week. And we will see each other next week. And Michael, let the US win, of course. But you know, there is a saying in football, there is 90 minutes. In soccer, there is 19 minutes. And at the end, Germany is winning.
Patu.
Missed that.
Yeah. Okay. See you all, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Ashen and Dunk.
Bye.